That said, I continue to be most thankful to Emily Voss, my gracious marketing manager, and Daniel Saxton, the competent production editor who has the final say on what is written in this book. My sincere and warm thanks also go to my old friend Dr. O.S. Hawkins for kindly writing both the foreword and afterword to this book. After a long career in both the pastorate and finance, O.S. has recently achieved the honored position of Chancellor at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. My deepest thanks, as always, go to my greatest friend and critic, my wife of 65 years, Louise. This book is warmly dedicated to Jonathan and Ghazala David. Jonathan handled my recording and radio ministry when I was at Westminster Chapel, 1977 to 2002. Jonathan and Ghazala remain among our closest friends in London. Introduction. How can ye believe, which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? John chapter 5, verse 44, King James Version. All greatness is unconscious, or it is little and naught. Thomas Carlyle, 1795 to 1881. This is not a motivational book. That is, if people are looking for a formula of how to be successful, popular, or how to achieve their finest hour, this book does not provide that. And yet, this certainly is a motivational book if one is willing to be unpopular for the honor and glory of God. Indeed, I would be humbled and gratified to no end if this book should motivate you to want to be honored in the sight of God, but not necessarily in the eyes of people. After all, none of us will ever outgrow enjoying the praise of people. Many ancient Pharisees, for instance, missed their Messiah because they were never delivered from an addiction for approval. Jesus asked them, "How can you believe, since you accept glory from one another, but don't seek the glory that comes from the only God?" John chapter 5, verse 44. I cut my teeth on the authorized King James Version, which renders the verse this way: "How can ye believe, which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only?" The King James Version stresses you seek approval from God alone. Most versions stress you seek approval from the one and only true God. Both approaches are absolutely right. All greatness is unconscious, or it is little and naught, said Thomas Carlyle, 1795 to 1881. This means that if we feel we are attaining true greatness, we are probably self-deceived. We will never know until we get to heaven, or shortly before, as Paul did, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8, whether we will receive God's well-done declaration at the judgment seat of Christ, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10. I often think of a statement of Charles Spurgeon, 1834 to 1892. I looked to Christ, and the dove flew in. I looked at the dove, and he disappeared. These things said, I do believe that we can have an inner testimony of the Spirit that we are, in measure, pleasing God, as Enoch had received at some stage before he was translated to heaven. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 5. In a way, this book is the application of my previous book, Pleasing God, Thomas Nelson, 2023. After all, pleasing God is to achieve greatness in His sight, but not necessarily in the sight of people. This book is about greatness, true greatness. Be not afraid of greatness, said Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616, in his play Twelfth Night. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. Since greatness may be defined in more than one way, I choose to understand it in the way I believe God looks at it, namely, achieving greatness in His sight. One, therefore, can never be born with true greatness. Neither can true greatness be thrust upon someone. Instead, true greatness must be achieved, if only for a moment. And yet, the moment when one achieves true greatness will likely be unknown to that individual.